What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a video where we talk about the fallout, the incredible controversy after the Everton-Liverpool game and what it could mean to Liverpool's title race, and we will analyze the title race itself. We will talk about Michael Oliver and all the incredible mistakes that he made for both teams. So he didn't just punish Liverpool with some decisions, he punished Everton with some decisions, and also what could be at play in a larger, wider range of things that we need to talk about in this video. But first, the Premier League's website posted on their website that Arne Slot is banned for 2 games, but then that claim was quickly refuted. The Premier League website said that Arne Slot used offensive, insulting or abusive language, which is absolute nonsense. He just shaked Michael Oliver's hand and he probably had some choice words about why he gave 8.5 minutes of extra time instead of 5 minutes that was originally signaled, because 2 Everton players collided with each other. So many decisions that Michael Oliver made were very bizarre and very unusual. But Louis Steele, a Liverpool journalist, said that this is a bit technical, but as it stands, Arne Slot is not banned for the Wolves game. The Football Association will review Michael Oliver's report and then they will decide whether to charge Arne Slot or not. But because he already served a 1-game suspension, this could go to a hearing. So he will be on the touchline for the Wolves game, but then he could be later banned for 1, 2 or 3 games, like it was with Matheus Cunha. And the worst case scenario is if he is on the touchline for Wolves, but then he misses the Aston Villa and Man City games, which are the 2 games coming up after that, and that would be absolutely terrible. But I really hope that Arne Slot gathers around the Liverpool players and just said, forget what happened at Everton. Liverpool are still 7 points clear, the title race is still in our hands, we just need to do our job, win the next game and just leave all this nonsense behind. And of course we Liverpool fans, we can talk about it. The first one is Michael Oliver signaled 5 minutes of added on. It was 4 minutes and 45 seconds when the 2 Everton players clashed and they went down, so they received treatment, which is fine, but that treatment didn't last for 3.5 minutes. It lasted for maybe a minute, and the ball was in play for 6 minutes and 28 seconds before Everton scored. And Michael Oliver signaled 5 minutes of extra time. So the ball was in play for 6.5 minutes. If you watch the game back, you can see it for yourself. So Michael Oliver wanted Everton to equalize, and we will talk about why that is in a second. The bottom line is, Arsenal fans are right about this, that Michael Oliver is a terrible referee, and I've been saying this for years. Even last season, Michael Oliver made so many terrible decisions, not just against Liverpool, but against many other teams. Probably the worst one that I can remember is the Doucoure challenge on McAllister, where he kicks him in the chest. Of course, Liverpool fans shouldn't, do anything drastic, like go to his house and intimidate his kids. That's what some Arsenal fans allegedly did. But when 3 Everton legends in the studio after the game and a Man United legend say that the goal should have been disallowed, it makes you think why Michael Oliver gave that goal. Because Konate was clearly pushed and Liverpool were winning well past the signaled 5 minutes of additional time. So the whistle should have been blown when Everton launched the ball forward. And then they fouled Konate, preventing him from heading the cross away. And if that shove didn't happen, Konate heads that cross away 10 out of 10 times, and the game is over and Liverpool win the game 2-1. A foul so obvious that even Rio Ferdinand in the studio, and remember he hates Liverpool, he's a Man United legend, and Phil Jagielka, an Everton legend who also hates Liverpool, they both admitted it was a foul on Konate. So what more evidence do you need that Michael Oliver and VAR didn't disallow that goal because of some kind of bias? And we will talk about that in a second. But first I want to talk about the offside, because this page on X Football Offsides, said that this is the 6th incorrect offside decision in the Premier League this season. Doucoure was marginally offside in the build-up of Everton's second goal against Liverpool. The goal was given because the Premier League has a built-in 5 centimeter of a tolerance level. Did you notice that when they showed the line, it was onside? They only showed a green line. When they only show a green line, that means that the decision might be offside, but because it falls within 5 centimeters of the tolerance level, so they didn't put the red line in where Doucoure's armpit is, because the two lines would be less than 5 centimeters together, and it's a very close decision. But here you can see that Doucoure is offside by a couple of centimeters. So if the Premier League had semi-automated offside systems like they have in the Champions League, then this would be offside. I don't have a big problem with this, because I hate it when there is a toenail offside. You should give the attacking team the benefit of the doubt, but the goal still should have been disallowed because of the Konate push. Michael Oliver has been so bad that he has started people claiming that there is a conspiracy against Arsenal and that Michael Oliver is biased and he wants Liverpool to win the league, which I found absolutely nonsensical and hilarious, because last season Michael Oliver cost Liverpool so many points in so many games. And I think he just wanted Man City to win the league, because Michael Oliver was also the referee who went over to the United Arab Emirates to work for the owners of Manchester City. So now, because there is this big conspiracy going around that Michael Oliver wants Arsenal to win the league, and the London-based media and the Arsenal fans have piled on Michael Oliver in recent weeks and months, now he's out there like blatantly trying to prove to people that he doesn't want Liverpool to win the title, and he's refereeing games like he's proving a point. And that's exactly how he refereed yesterday's Merseyside derby. So this is what I wanted to highlight in this video. I think he has 100% not given the foul on Konate because of this. And let's not forget that Salah, after the 90 minutes are up, he's through on goal with one defender tracking back. So yeah, he's through on goal with one defender back. And then he cuts inside, another defender gets back and takes Salah out, wipes his leg out under him. Michael Oliver is literally a yard or 2 yards behind Salah, and he says wave on. He waves on, he doesn't give a foul. If that is given to a foul as a foul, maybe Liverpool can run the clock down. And that is genuinely one of the worst decisions I can remember. The worst decision probably is the Luis Diaz goal that wasn't given, even though he was well onside. VAR checked it and then they didn't overrule the decision of the referee. And I have no idea what Michael Oliver thinks. Salah, why would Salah fall over when he has just one defender back running through, and then another swipes his leg out, and Michael Oliver thinks that's not a foul. But you can go on and on and on about many decisions. Gueye pulled back Cody Gakpo while being on a yellow card, and yet Michael Oliver doesn't give him a second yellow, doesn't want to send him off. Liverpool would have played 30-35 minutes against a 10-man Everton side, and I think that would have been an even more likely scenario of Liverpool winning the game. And I just wanted to review some of the comments made under the videos analyzing the game. And this is not all Liverpool fans, but in 3 games where Michael Oliver refereed Liverpool, Liverpool have dropped 7 points, and the other 21 games Liverpool have just dropped 8 points, which shows that under Michael Oliver we are doing so much worse than under many other referees. I think I agree with this fan that he says Michael Oliver needs to be sacked. Honestly, it is becoming boring now. He's destroying football, and Michael Oliver needs to be investigated. Another viewer said, I'm not even a Liverpool fan, but watching that game, the referee was so one-sided, it's beyond crazy. This is happening in front of our guys. It's unreal. Another viewer said the title race is actually between Liverpool and the PGMOL, not between Liverpool and Arsenal. That's a hilarious comment. Another Liverpool fan said Liverpool should request Michael Oliver to never referee another of their games again. That's the problem, we can't can't request that. But he definitely has some sort of agenda against Liverpool, some sort of bias, maybe because he hated Jurgen Klopp, and as a result he hated Liverpool, just like David Coote hated Liverpool. And a lot of referees are from the greater Manchester area, so either if they support Man City or if they support Man United, they must hate Liverpool. A lot of referees are from Manchester. So the entire game was refereed in Everton's favour, apart from a couple of decisions. And listen to this. Liverpool had possession like 63%, and yet Everton committed 9 fouls according to referee, and Liverpool committed 20. How does that make sense? Liverpool had almost twice as much the ball as Everton, and yet Everton committed less than half of the amount of fouls that Liverpool committed, which means that Liverpool in one block of time committed 4 times as many fouls as Everton. How on earth does that make sense on any planet? And yes, I agree with some of my viewers who said that a point was a fair result on the balance of play. Everton played as well as Liverpool. In fact, Liverpool didn't play as well as they normally do. But still, it doesn't take away from the fact that it was absolutely horrendous, crucial refereeing mistakes, refereeing errors, and bad refereeing decisions that resulted in Everton scoring that equalizer, which was a great strike, by the way, but it shouldn't have happened. And it would have been, honestly, the greatest moment in the history of Merseyside derbies. If Everton score, they do a pitch invasion, and then VAR disallows that goal because of a push on Konate. Maybe they bottled it, maybe they just didn't dare to disallow that goal because of this agenda that apparently the referees favor Arsenal. No, they are just absolutely awful. They are just absolutely crazily bad. And it wouldn't surprise me if many referees are corrupt, not just David Coote. David Coote was clearly blackmailed, and he was clearly into some shady stuff. And who says that the other referees aren't? I also heard some Liverpool fans criticizing Curtis Jones for losing his head. It's a Merseyside derby, he's a Scouser, and when Doucoure goes over to the Liverpool fans to taunt them and to wind them up, and Doucoure should also get a lengthy ban, a lengthy suspension because of that, then Curtis Jones has every right to go over to Doucoure and ask him, what the hell are you doing? You don't do that. You absolutely cannot do that. It's despicable behavior by Doucoure, that the first thing that he thinks after referee blows the whistle is not to celebrate with his teammates, not to celebrate with the Everton fans, but to go over to the Liverpool fans and to taunt them, to celebrate in their face. That's absolutely disgraceful. And I think that that Curtis Jones is a hero for doing that. And he's a Scouser, and I will always defend Curtis Jones. He's one of us. He's one of the Liverpool fans on the pitch. So he had every right to do that. Yes, it hurts Liverpool a little bit that he's suspended for one game, but Doucoure also is suspended, and he should be suspended. Doucoure should be suspended for more than one game. Another viewer said, I genuinely believe this was the most blatant corrupt decision. Sure, of course, Tottenham last year was worse overall, but with this single goal was one of the worst, one of the most corrupt decisions ever in the Premier League. The whistle should have been blown a whole minute before the Everton goal even went in, and the player was offside on the lines that VAR drew, and Konate was fouled in the build-up. So it's an absolute disgrace. And I can't argue with any of that. And I agree with this this point that it needs to be said. Salah gets almost no protection from the referees whatsoever. It's almost every week that it happens, that players are climbing onto Salah's back, they are hacking him down, they are dragging him back. And it's a real testament to how strong and incredible Salah is when he gets this treatment. But the referees need to know when to step in and draw the line. Imagine Salah got the level of protection that the likes of Messi or Neymar got. Salah would draw about 10 to 15 fouls a game. And Michael Oliver was on VAR duty when that Tottenham goal happened as well. That Luis Diaz Tottenham goal, I mean. He was also the referee when Doucoure kicked McAllister in the chest in the last minutes of the Liverpool-Man City game. He should have given a penalty for that, but didn't. And I think he was also either the referee or the VAR referee where Odegaard played basketball with his hand in the Liverpool-Arsenal game last season. So countless more blatant examples of maybe refereeing corruption, maybe incompetence, maybe a bias against Liverpool. It's very hard to tell. And to cheer you up a little bit, somebody posted this automated commentary feed that Arne Slot made a reckless challenge on his opponent and he's shown a red card without any hesitation from the referee. That's how this automated commentary feed described Arne Slot getting a red card after the game. That is absolutely hilarious, and I hope that this cheers you up. But Salah is on 22 goals and 14 assists in 24 league games. He's absolutely incredible, and he broke another record because Mo Salah has now been directly involved in 22 goals in Liverpool's away games, 13 away games, 13 goals and 9 assists, which is the most ever away goal involvements in a single season by any player in the Premier League history, including 42 game seasons. And Salah is breaking records that were set back when 42 league games were a single Premier League season because of 22 teams in the Premier League. So Salah broke records even counting those seasons, which is absolutely incredible. An Arsenal fan said that this means nothing for the title race. Liverpool has that on lock unless Salah gets injured. I don't think so. I still think that this holds a little bit Liverpool's momentum, losing Plymouth and then drawing to Everton, but we need to bounce back and win against Wolves, and that will be now a tricky game, a potential banana skin as well. But Liverpool absolutely have to beat Wolves because after that we have some incredibly tough games coming up. Liverpool still have an 89% chance of winning the title according to the Opta supercomputer, and Arsenal have a 10.9% chance. Nottingham Forest and the other teams have less than 0.1% chance of winning the title. Because of Arsenal's injuries, Liverpool have a little bit of a leeway because I think Arsenal will drop points. Arsenal will not win every single game remaining this season, but Liverpool have this tricky period: Aston Villa, Man City away and Newcastle at home. Probably those 3 games could decide whether Liverpool win this title race comfortably or whether it will be a nail-biting finish until the end. So come on Liverpool, let's get at least 6 or 7 points from those 3 games. And after that we can go on a great run. And Everton have to go to Anfield. That's what they are forgetting. I'm already looking forward to that game as well because Liverpool will be so pumped up and motivated for that game. Thanks for watching guys. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.